Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. Free at last. Indoor use of masks is no longer required for individuals who have been vaccinated, and this is the latest guidance from the Center for Disease Control, CDC. I'm going to show you a series of video clips that actually reveal the reaction from the president, from several individuals about this brand new information that has just emerged from the Center for Disease Control. And at the end of this video, I'll provide you with my own personal recommendations. I want to share a quick story with you. I was actually at the post office last weekend. I had some mail to drop off, and there was an individual at the post office who had his mask at the level of his mouth, and the postal service worker said to this individual, "Mask up." He just moved the mask from here to here. He didn't even cover his nose, and the moment he was done, he turned around and he whipped it off and he walked right out. Now, this is interesting. On the one hand, I wanted to tell the individual, hey, you need to wear a mask because this is a federal place. But on the other hand, I thought to myself, he's super frustrated. And he's not the only one. Many of us are super frustrated at wearing masks. And so this is now no longer an issue. Individuals who are vaccinated no longer need to wear masks indoors. Let's start with this first segment featuring President Biden, where the president says this was made possible by the extraordinary success we've had in vaccinating so many individuals so quickly. Let's check out President Biden.
If you are fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask.
Also, CNN's Jake Tapper spoke with Dr. Anthony Fauci, who has been having quite a feud with the bizarre Republican senator from Kentucky, Rand Paul, who, by the way, is creating trouble with Dr. Fauci and fundraising off of all the trouble that he's creating. First, let's take a look at what Dr. Fauci said. He was specifically asked, do you think that places like grocery stores, pharmacies should allow vaccinated people to come in and shop without masks? To which Dr. Fauci said, oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's really the whole point that we are talking about. Folks, I think we're free at last. Let's roll the tape and hear from Dr. Fauci.
Do you think that places such as grocery stores, pharmacies, whatever, should allow vaccinated people to come in and shop without masks?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, that's really the whole point that we're talking about, that vaccinated people. If you look at the data, and, people have asked the CDC, well, what's changed? Why the change in the recommendations? Well, the data that's accumulated now is that clearly the infections are going down.
Now, let's hear from the director of the Center for Disease Control, Dr. Rochelle Walensky. She announced that fully vaccinated individuals no longer need to wear masks or physically distance indoors or outdoors in almost all circumstances. Folks, this is big. Let's roll the tape and hear from the CDC director. Let's watch.
Today, CDC is updating our guidance for fully vaccinated people. Anyone who is fully vaccinated can participate in indoor and outdoor activities, large or small, without wearing a mask or physical distancing. If you are fully vaccinated, you can start doing the things that you had stopped doing because of the pandemic.
And this entire point is being reiterated by the president. Here's a clip with President Biden where he says, if you are fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask. Let's hear directly from the President of the United States.
I want to be clear about what the CDC is saying and what the CDC is not saying. The CDC is saying they have concluded that fully vaccinated people are at a very, very low risk of getting COVID-19. Therefore, if you've been fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask. Let me repeat, if you are fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask. But if you've not been vaccinated, or if you're getting a 2-shot vaccine and you've not gotten you only had your first shot, but not your second, or you haven't waited the full 2 weeks after your second shot, you still need to wear a mask. Look, we've gotten this far. Please protect yourself until you get to the finish line. Because as great as this announcement is today, we don't want to let up. We all know how tough this virus has been. The safest thing for the country is for everyone to get vaccinated. And getting vaccinated is easier than ever.
Now, of course, as you can imagine, Fox News was completely freaking out before President Biden came out and spoke today because, they don't have too much going on. So what they said was, there he is, maskless. Oh my God, President Biden was not wearing a mask. Folks, new reporting has come in that as soon as news broke about the CDC announcement, President Biden and Republican senators who were in the meeting actually took off their masks right there on the spot. This is a reason to celebrate, but of course, Fox News loves to stir up trouble because that's how they get their ratings. And here they are freaking out about the fact that the President of the United States is walking out maskless because they have to put a negative spin on everything. Let's roll the tape.
It's going to be, we're going to take another look at a lot of this. And there he is, maskless, as Joe Biden walks out to the podium. This is, we've seen him without his mask now and then, but he just walked fully outside. And I don't even see it in one of his hands, which generally is where we find it. And there's the vice president. She is also without her mask.
Well,
so
today
let's listen.
is a great day for America.
And speaking of bizarre behavior, the absolutely bizarre individual Rand Paul, the senator, the Republican senator from Kentucky. Yep, I said it. He's bizarre. I think he is. Yep, that's what I think of Senator Rand Paul. This is Senator Rand Paul fundraising off of his grievances against Dr. Anthony Fauci. Take a look at this fundraising message from Rand Paul. Friend Dr. Fauci may be the media's trusted expert, but anyone paying attention can tell the guy has no idea what he's doing and so on and so forth. And this is a fundraising initiative from Rand Paul while attacking the nation's #1 disease expert as we recover from the most horrific pandemic we've seen in the past 100 years. When you look at the bottom of this fundraising message, it says, "Enough is enough. Fire Dr. Fauci. By donating below, you are making an immediate contribution." So what this Republican senator is doing is fundraising off of the pandemic, off of the chaos he's creating as a direct result of the pandemic. And another individual who's very happy is actress Jennifer Garner, who's very happy about the new CDC guidance while she's on tour with First Lady Dr. Jill Biden. She said, "I can't believe I'm standing here without a mask on, looking at maskless faces." Let's roll the tape and check out what Jennifer Garner had to say.
We are thrilled to just be getting back to normal. It's so exciting. I kind of can't believe that I'm standing here without a mask on, looking at maskless faces. And we owe that to President Biden, and we owe that in large part to Governor Justice. This is, President Biden said he would get us vaccinated, and boy, did he mean it.
She's not the only one. Congressman Brian Mast, who's a Republican from Florida, said this on the floor of the House of Representatives. "I ask that given the updated CDC guidance, we all take off these stupid masks." Let's roll the tape and check out what the Republican congressman had to say. Let's watch.
Madam Speaker, as the member designated for the representative from Florida, Brian Mast, I ask that given the updated CDC guidance, we all take off these stupid masks.
In the meantime, folks, different government officials, different mayors, different governors are trying to do whatever they can to help people get vaccinated. Let's take a look at the mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio. He's eating Shake Shack. He's eating fries during a press conference to announce free fries as part of a promotion for individuals to get vaccines. So if you get vaccinated, you can eat fries. Let's roll the tape and hear from the mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio, as he eats fries to help promote vaccination in New York City. Let's watch.
Free fries when you get vaccinated? I got vaccinated. You're saying I could get this? These delicious fries? Wait a minute. But there's also a burger element to this? Let me check with Bill Neathart. Is it too early in the day to eat a burger? No. This could be breakfast? Okay. I want you to look at this and think about, again, some people love hamburgers, some don't. Really want to respect all ways of life. But if this is appealing to you, just think of this when you think of vaccination. Vaccination. I'm getting a very good feeling about vaccination right this moment.
That was interesting. Bill de Blasio is not the only one. Let's hear from Governor Pritzker from Illinois. He's a Democrat from Illinois. And he announced that Six Flags America is offering 50,000 free tickets to newly vaccinated residents. Wow. Let's roll the tape and hear from the governor in Illinois. Let's watch.
Today, thanks to our incredible partners here at Six Flags Great America, we offer our latest Summer Fun Award for getting vaccinated. The park is dedicating 50,000 free tickets to help encourage vaccinations in the region. That's a $200 value to a family of 5. And that's not all. To make getting vaccinated and getting your ticket as convenient as possible, our National Guard vaccination teams will be setting up shop right here at Six Flags Great America starting the first weekend of June.
And finally, from governors that are encouraging vaccinations with incentives from food and French fries to free tickets to Six Flags for students, let's shift gears to the one and only governor from Florida, Ron DeSantis, who's taking the exact opposite approach. He's saying that he will pardon, yes, he will pardon any resident charged with violating masking and social distance guidelines, saying, hey, just go ahead and I'll pardon you. You're not going to get into any trouble. This is the exact opposite approach, basically saying just go ahead and do what you want to do. Let's roll the tape and hear from the one and only bizarro Governor Ron DeSantis from Florida. Let's watch.
Effective tomorrow morning, I'm going to sign a reprieve under my constitutional authority. So that'll delay the case for 60 days against both of them. And then when our clemency board meets in the coming weeks, we'll issue pardons not only for Mike and Jillian, but for any Floridian that may have outstanding infractions for things like masks and social distance.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Free at last. Finally, those who are vaccinated no longer have to wear masks indoors and also outdoors, and have to essentially and can do away with social distancing in most cases. These are the latest CDC guidelines. This is great news. This allows us to start to get back on track. This is the beginning of the road to recovery, and this allows us to get back to life as we know it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about the bizarro behavior from some officials, about the incentives provided by other officials, about the push to try and return back to normal from President Biden, from Dr. Fauci, from the CDC director, and all the other information you got in this episode of Ignition Time. Thank you so much for watching. Please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.